Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our next episode of the ECW Lives Universe Mode. We have got some more debuts here tonight. It's going to be a really fun episode, and we'll also put the third person in our ECW Championship match. And here we are then, starting things off with a nice tag team match. We have got the Chair Swinging Freaks, the debut of Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten, taking on the Impact Players in Just Incredible and Lance Storm. So this is the debut then for the Chair Swinging Freaks, Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney. However, the Impact Players have already wrestled once as a tag team and have a 1-0 ranking in the tag team division after beating the Dudley Boys. So like I said, we will look at crowning a tag team champions after our next pay-per-view. I think that'll be our next sort of priority to work through next month in some sort of tag team tournament. Of course, this month is all about crowning our first ECW champion. Which so far, then, of course, we already have a match for our pay-per-view set with Jerry Lynn and Taz. Tonight, we'll add a third person into that match. The winner of the Cactus Jack versus Raven match. And then on our next episode, it's going down as Bam Bam Bigelow versus somebody. I've not made a decision yet because it was supposed to be RVD and Sabu involved in some of these matches, but they've just not impressed me, so I dropped them out. So there's space for somebody else to get an opportunity there, and I want to sort of see at the end of tonight who is at the top of the card and who is looking good. I mean, at the moment, Great Sasuke's looking pretty good, but he is in a match tonight. We'll find out a bit more about that later on. He's in a three-way dance, so we'll see how he gets on. But if he does do well there, then he would definitely have to be someone we would consider. As Just Incredible brings a chair in against the Chair Swinging Freaks. Now that is, I believe, Balls Mahoney with Just Incredible on the ropes on the right. Now just jumping on him there. And that is Axel Rotten at the back who just headbutted Lance Storm. Axel Rotten now with the chair right across the head of Lance Storm. And this would be a great win here for the Chair Swinging Freaks if they can pull this out the bag, you know. Oh! What a super kick, though, by Lance Storm. Wow. And then, oh, the kendo stick right to the back. This has gone proper hardcore, this has now. This is proper ECW rules. Everything's going, isn't it? As we said, it's some sort of like the... yeah, it's become the sort of theme of this universe mode, isn't it, really? No disqualifications, no countouts, weapons are encouraged. As there's the pin by Axel Rotten on Just Incredible. Only a 1 count. Not quite sure his shoulders were technically on the mat, because he was laying on a ladder at the time, so not quite sure how that works, but there you go. Lance Storm now rolling through into the single leg Boston Crab, but the referee is down. And there's the tap. There's the tap. I don't think the referee didn't see it because he was down at the time. Lance Storm just made Balls Mahoney tap. Wow. I mean, if the Chair Swinging Freaks can come out of this on top, they're going to be incredibly fortuitous. I don't think it was on purpose, to be honest. But it was definitely fortuitous for them. Nice DDT. Just Incredible. A PJ Polacco. As there's the pin now by Axel Rotten. Broken up by Just Incredible, who then takes a strike here from Axel Rotten. It is Axel Rotten, isn't it? My brain just had a bit of a thought there. Yeah, Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney. Yeah, of course it is. And there was Ian Rotten as well. I don't think it's the same person. It's one different, I believe. Lance Storm, big chop right across the neck. And there's the win. The Impact Players do still get the victory. I was a little bit worried from there because it looked like they might have lost their opportunity when the referee did not see the tap. But there is the victory, and that does give Just Incredible and Lance Storm a bit more of a boost. That gives them the best tag team rankings at the moment as well on +2. So at the moment in the actual tag team division, Lance Storm, Just Incredible at the top on +2. The Eliminators, Perry Saturn and John Cronus, Danny Doran and Roadkill, New Jack, Mustafa Saeed, Chris Candido, Shane Douglas all on +1. With the Chair Swinging Freaks, the BWO, Public Enemy, BWO International, and the FBI all down the bottom of the rankings. Still a few teams that have yet to wrestle, which we'll see hopefully over the next few weeks. But what a win this is, and a start for the Impact players. And here's our next match. And these two guys seem to find themselves in the ring again over and over again, don't they? But we have got a little bit of... hang on a minute, I'm on the wrong show here. There we go, a little bit of Shane Douglas versus Rhino Extreme Rules. These two have been each of us throats throughout most of this universe mode, and it continues on here tonight. Also tonight's match is Sabu taking on the debuting Too Cold Scorpio. We have got that triple threat or that three-way dance, Hayabusa, Great Sasuke, and Psychosis. Before that main event of the evening, Cactus Jack versus Raven. Hail Raven. Shane Douglas now looking underneath the ring for a little bit of help, and he finds himself a kendo stick, but Rhino is there quick enough to block him off. I mean, I would have considered Shane Douglas as part of the main event picture for the championship. However, with the losses he has had, he's still pretty low in the rankings. I think he's still at -1 even after a couple of wins. Of course, he defeated Rhino at the pay-per-view and then had a nice easy 6-man tag victory as well. As Rhino slamming the face of Shane Douglas into the apron. Nice clothesline. Rhino's definitely in control of this at the moment. Rhino with a back elbow and another one as well. Yeah, Rhino's looking incredibly strong here at the moment. Really wiping the floor. Wow, no, Shane Douglas does turn it around. Rhino now with a big backdrop, dropping Shane Douglas back of the head first onto the mat. And Rhino now with the big strikes, grabs a hold of Douglas. I mean, these two, yeah, there's a lot of bad blood between these two. We've seen that already over the last few episodes. Of course, Rhino did make Shane Douglas suffer 3 losses in a row at the beginning of this universe mode, before Shane finally got his own back at the pay-per-view. But now the momentum that Shane Douglas has built, I mean, maybe he could be on the moving forward here, but he does get taken down there by Rhino, absolutely flattened. Douglas now pushing Rhino away, then into that running neckbreaker. Again, Douglas brings Rhino back up to his feet. Now looking in for the suplex, keeps the grip, rolls the hip, looking for that second suplex again, keeps the grip, rolls the hip. The trifecta of suplexes. Shane Douglas looking strong into the pin. Will it be enough to keep Rhino down? No, the big man is able to kick out. Kick out. Shane Douglas now stalking Rhino once again. Takes him up, going Fisherman's Buster this time. Packages it up nice and tightly, looking for that free count, but Rhino is able to break free. He wants to break free. He wants to break free. Douglas now sending Rhino into the corner. Big, strong clothesline flattens Rhino. Back up now to a base, but Rhino sends him over the top. Rhino with a boot in the gut, now taking Douglas up into that pile driver. Wow, Rhino could pull this out the back. I mean, maybe Rhino. I mean, if Rhino wins here, then maybe he should be the one who gets the opportunity, because that'll put him back up to a +2. I've got Bam Bam Bigelow sat there ready next week. Rhino versus Bam Bam Bigelow does not sound like a bad match, does it really? Rhino now in with a gore. Gore rolls into the pin for the 1, the 2, and the... No! Shane Douglas kicked out. Wow, Rhino can't believe it. He thought he had this match won there. So did I. What is that noise? I thought I heard knocking, but not at my own door, if that makes any sense. Tis weird. Tis bizarre. Shane Douglas looking for some help. Finds himself a chair. Rhino looking for that clothesline to the back of the head. Shane Douglas fights back with the elbow. Rhino now takes Shane up into the pile driver. Odds I'm just shut my door so no one can see me. People tonight, I don't like people visiting me. I don't like people. That was a hell of a knock, that was. To be able for me to hear someone knocking on next door's door, that was a hell of a knock. Big knockers. This match is still going, you know. Well, obviously, you know, you're watching it right now, but it's crazy how long this match is actually going. Like I say, if Rhino wins this one, he'll definitely be involved in that for me. However, I don't know. I don't know. It's tricky. I don't want to give anyone the opportunity just for the sake of giving the opportunity. I mean, Sabu is almost bottom of the rankings. He's got 1 win and 4 losses at the moment. He gets a chance tonight to get himself a little bit further up the card. I do like the idea of Rhino versus Bam Bam. Bam, bam. We've also got 911 we haven't seen yet as well, haven't we? So a few people we haven't. I might do like that little, I don't know, like an 8-way elimination hardcore match at the pay-per-view, which will be this weekend still, by the way. I know we're quite short on days. My plan is to do an episode of this tonight, an episode tomorrow, and then we'll have the pay-per-view on Saturday night. So do keep an eye out for that. They're coming thick and fast because I want to try and, well, the way that I've got it figured out now is that it's going to be like does that work? Dynamite Dark, Dynamite Dark. I don't know. Well, the way that it works this month is we've got a pay-per-view every weekend. We've got ECW this weekend, AEW the weekend after, then ECW again this weekend. Maybe AEW can start having mid-month specials again like I did before with the previous Universe mode. That makes sense. Rhino busted open, wearing that crimson mask now as well. Rhino fighting back with the big right hands in the gut of Shane Douglas. This match still continues on somehow. Nice belly-to-belly slam. Rhino now taking him into a DDT on the outside. And now Douglas busted open as well. The pair of them now busted open. There literally is a ticking clock now on both of these guys. That blood dripping from the forehead. Liquid energy running from the bodies. Wow. Rhino gets absolutely spiked on the outside. Shane Douglas sends him back into the ring. Douglas now stalking Rhino if he can slam him in again. No, Rhino fights back with his strikes. And clothesline Shane down into the pin. Will that be enough? There wasn't a lot behind that clothesline, to be honest, was there? No, there weren't a lot behind that clothesline at all. But Rhino looking to continue on the assault. Now dumping Shane over the top, then back over the top, back in, if that makes sense. There was lots of overs and unders there, weren't there? As Rhino now lines it up and strikes with a gore. There we go. Rhino with a gore on good old Shane Douglas. There's the pin. Will it be enough? It is this time, and Rhino does pick up the victory. Right, so Rhino goes 3-1 now in ECW Lives, whereas Shane Douglas now goes to 2-4. So yeah, I think I'm going to put Rhino in the final main event. So next episode it will be Rhino versus... oh, maybe not. Yeah. Rhino versus Bam Bam will do. Rhino versus Bam Bam. So there's actually somebody in the same stable as Shane Douglas as well, which is interesting. Let me just mark this down so I've got that right. Bam, bam. So Rhino versus Bam Bam is our next main event. So this should be pretty fun. And here is our third match of the evening. Sabu, the homicidal, genocidal, maniacal madman himself, Sabu, goes up against the debuting Too Cold Scorpio, which should be a fun match. Too Cold Scorpio, yeah, it's his debut, isn't it? Yeah. No, that's not him. That's in there, yeah. So this should be pretty fun to see how he gets on in his first opportunity. Sabu at the moment, currently not looking great in the rankings, is he? Like I said, he is one away from bottom. Little Guido is currently bottom on -4. Sabu currently on -3. He would definitely want to turn that around. Definitely want to turn that bad boy around. Sabu dropping the knee in the back of the head. Sabu now sending Too Cold into the corner, runs in. Nice splash. And Sabu now wrenching back at the arm, but Too Cold Scorpio fighting back with the strikes in the face. Sabu now on the outside with Too Cold Scorpio. There's the boot across the chest. Brings him back up to his feet. There's a boot in the gut once again. And I think Sabu desperately needs this win. Like I said, if he loses this, he will go joint bottom of the rankings alongside Little Guido. He's currently joint 1 away from the bottom alongside Takamichi Noko. So he does need to move up a little bit, doesn't he? Although he is the only person at the bottom end of the rankings who actually does have a point. Everyone else has just had a few losses and nothing else. Too Cold now with a smash of the face in the ring post on Sabu. And now Too Cold, remember ECW rules? They're allowed some weapons. And Too Cold does find himself a kendo stick, but unable to get the full effect out of it before Sabu knocks it out of his hands. Too Cold again, sending Sabu into the post. Too Cold bringing Sabu back in there. I mean, if you look at it, there must be a lot of momentum that's not going great for Sabu. With that amount of losses in a row, it must be quite difficult. Sabu once again slamming the face of Too Cold into the corner. And now Sabu trying to turn this one around. Flattens Too Cold. Sabu now heading up to the top. Dropping the leg drop on Too Cold Scorpio as well. There's the pin once again by Sabu. And it's still only a 2 count. You see just how desperate Sabu is, though. He's really, really pushing hard here. Heading up to the top once again. 3rd time in the match. He's going to go moonsault this time, but Too Cold got the knees up. Just saw it coming, didn't he, really? A tombstone pile driver by Too Cold Scorpio. Wow. Too Cold now up on top. And there's the... Oh, looking for the 450. But this time, Sabu got the knees up. Hello, Kitty. How are you? The Kitty's feeling a bit better now, aren't you? You feeling better now? Yeah? Yeah. She said yes. Too Cold now. Ooh. Misses the clothesline in the corner. Sabu able to avoid it. Now Sabu in with a Russian leg sweep. Sabu now heading up to... Well, I don't think he knows where he's going at the moment, to be honest. He's running around everywhere. Aimlessly now does head up to the top. And in with that... Oh, that somersault leg drop on Too Cold. Will that be enough? He drops into the pin for the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. Sabu does get that win. That is so important to Sabu at the moment. So important. That will move him up the rankings, away from the bottom, which is so desperately what he needed. I mean, Too Cold Scorpio won't be too impressed on his debut. He was pretty easily beaten by the looks of it. But Sabu will be more than happy with that performance. And of course, RVD and Sabu most likely will be part of our Tag Team Championship tournament as well. And here is our next match of the evening. Then we have got a 3-way dance. Triple threat action. Of course, elimination because it is ECW rules. Of course, Hayabusa. We have got Great Sasuke. And we have got Psychosis. At the moment, all 3 of these actually doing a pretty decent job, I believe. Sasuke currently on +3 in the rankings. Psychosis on +2 in the rankings. Hayabusa on +1. So all these 3 high flyers are looking pretty good. Remember, it is elimination, so there's a point for each elimination as well. So the winner could get 2 points here if they eliminate both their opponents, which is what's happened in, I think, the majority of the 3-way dances we've had so far. Oh, what double knees in the face that was by Psychosis. Psychosis gets flattened by Hayabusa, as does Great Sasuke as well. Great Sasuke currently on +3. He hasn't taken a hit yet, I don't think. No. He's got 3 plus points and 0 minuses. I think he's had a 1-on-1 victory, and then he got both eliminations in a 3-way dance. Psychosis with 3 plus points and 1 minus. And Hayabusa with just the 1 plus point, so he's had no losses so far at all as well. Nice, Sasuke flattens Hayabusa. Yeah, I'm really considering having some sort of big... We can have some sort of big cruiserweight one as well to the pay-per-view. I'm just trying to think of trying to get as many people on the card as possible. I mean, potentially a big, like, cruiserweight hardcore extra... Maybe a ladder match between, I don't know, Psychosis, Rey Mysterio, Juventud Guerrera, Great Sasuke, Hayabusa. Who else could there be? Takamichi Noko, Tajiri, Little Spike Dudley. Could be a very interesting sort of lineup, I think. Hayabusa with an elbow in the knee of Psychosis, then into that nice little butterfly powerbomb. And that's enough for the elimination. Wow, Psychosis is out, eliminated by Hayabusa. Hiya. So that's actually going to drop Psychosis down to a +1, but put Hayabusa up to a +2. So Hayabusa overtakes Psychosis for now. If Hayabusa gets the elimination on Sasuke as well, he can overtake him completely as well. Hayabusa could really throw himself up to the top of the card and really... Like I said, we're considering the future, of course. We're going to have our first ECW champion crowned on Saturday at our second pay-per-view. And then after that, we're going to look at tag team division. Then I think after that, we'll look at potentially the television division. The teledivision. The television division. So that'd be pretty interesting to see who gets their opportunity there to become sort of... I think the television championship was more... I don't know if it was more for the wrestler as such. Because there were some people who got it who weren't necessarily the best in-ring competitors, but they were very good... they were very good characters. So it's tricky to say, oh, we'll just see how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Nice knee in the face there by Hayabusa on Great Sasuke. Sasuke fighting back. And then, oh, he went for the Hurricanrana, but Hayabusa reversed it into a powerbomb, looking for the boot across the chest. Nice dragon screw by Sasuke. And now Sasuke up the standing, well, the Seth Walker or the standing sliced bread, whatever you want to call him these days. That could be enough to confirm. It's not, though, the victory. Sasuke now dropping the knees strongly into the face. Sasuke now, boom! What a boot right around the side of the head of Hayabusa. That could be enough, you know. The referee is so slow to get down, but there's the 1, the 2, and it is enough. Great Sasuke gets another point here at the cost of Hayabusa. So Sasuke now goes joint top of the rankings alongside Taz. Now, I think after the pay-per-view, we're going to have to really consider Sasuke in the main event picture for a while until those rankings come down again. But maybe they won't come down. Maybe he'll be able to continue impressing and improving and show us some incredible, incredible stuff. Great work. Absolute great work by Great Sasuke. It's a good victory, that is. So we've got only one match left now this evening. It's going to be our main event of the evening. And that, of course, is coming up right now. As I just said, it's coming up now. It's now coming up. But coming up right next is that match that's coming up now. The main event of the evening. Let's go straight to it. It's coming up now. And here we go, the main event of the evening. Cactus Jack versus Raven. The winner of this one will be the third man to enter that ECW Championship match alongside, of course, currently Jerry Lynn and Mr. Taz. Bap, 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 bap. Yeah, both these guys done pretty well so far in the early days of this universe mode. Let's actually have a quick check. Cactus Jack's currently on +2, and Raven also on +2, which is the reason why they've both been given these opportunities. And they're also regarded as two of the bigger names we have here in ECW as well. And potential world champions, of course. And what a potential feud this could be between these two. That would be insane as well, wouldn't it, really? Cactus straight back up to his feet. We're seeing Cactus have a little mini feud with Terry Funk on the early days of this Universe mode. Cactus now dropping the strikes right into the face of Raven, who is struggling a bit here. Considering at some point maybe seeing if Raven's flock would like to join the ECW Universe mode. I mean, that would be interesting. I mean, I'm tempted to bring a few extra people in. However, some of these might be more, maybe a little bit more WCW based, maybe. I don't know. I was looking at the likes of. I've spoken about this in the past, haven't I? Really, but the likes of Vampiro, Conan, La Parka, Storm and Norman Smiley, Chris Canyon, Insane Clown Posse. There's quite a few options we could bring. The Nasty Boys as well. Quite a few options we could bring in of newish people. There are quite a few people that actually haven't made their debuts yet as well, to be honest. Including Jinsei Shinsaki, who is one of PJ Tovi's favourite wrestlers. Also known in WWF or WWE, if you want to call it these days, as Hakushi. Who's the geezer with all the tattoos, or all the Asian markings down his body. The one that wasn't Lord Tensai, of course. So this one has descended to the outside. It's descended to chaos, of course. Cactus now brings Raven back up to his feet, and that's a strike. It wasn't the best strike in the world, to be honest, was it? It looked a bit wet. Is that the best way of putting it? It's a bit of a wet strike. Is that the correct phrase or phraseology? Where's my cat gone? Where's my cat gone? Where's my cat gone? Don't know, I've lost her. Cactus now getting sent into the actual apron of the ring, crashing into it. Raven brings Cactus now back up to a standing base, and there's a couple of short, sharp jabs in the face. Cactus now with the elbows in the gut of Raven. Slides back in the ring as well. I mean, these two in a steel cage has got to happen at some point, I would imagine, isn't it? Cactus taking Raven down. Brings him back up to a standing base. What is Cactus's plan now? A couple of big strikes on Raven. There might be a little bit of a poke in the eye there as well, I spotted. As now he's going after that ankle once again. Those spinning toe holds, reminiscent, of course, of his frenemy, if you want to call him that, Mr. Terry Funk. A move he's liked to utilise for many years now. Plus, I do like the word frenemy. It's quite a fun word, isn't it? Cactus now with a pin, and that's enough for the 2 count. Raven able to kick out. Cactus with a boot straight in the spine. For bringing big Raven back up to his feet. This match has been a lot more, or a lot less hardcore than I expected. I really did expect it to be a bit more brutal between these two. I expected a lot more weaponry. But they've really kept it like a sort of up-and-up wrestling match at this point in time. Remember, the winner of this one will join Taz and Jerry Lynn in that championship match on Saturday. There is the Raven effect, that standing DDT. Raven now with a pin for the 1, the 2, but not the 3. I had some cracking lyrical rhyming going on there, and it got buggered up because it didn't stay down. Stay down. Nice boot in the gut there by Cactus Jack on Raven, and now Raven just flattens him. Cactus with a strike back. Sending Raven into the corner. Raven once again taking this to the outside. Big strike in the face and a big elbow right to the head. And you saw how hard Raven's face hit the mat afterwards. That was crazy. Cactus. Now taking Raven in with a pile driver. Wow. I'm sorry, this is real well. You're seeing two guys with absolutely incredible resilience, aren't you, really? That's what it is all about. That's what it's all about. It's not about who can defeat the other, it's about who can survive longer than the other. Cactus slamming the face of Raven into the mat, and a short jab, now an elbow to the face. Several elbows to the face, in fact. Cactus now with a pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Cactus now raking at the forehead and the eyes of Raven, who gets back up to his feet and strikes with some strikes and chops of his own. Raven now dumping Cactus Jack to the outside. Raven now has himself a ladder. This should be fun. The ladder of Raven. Right, running Bulldog. Raven boot in the gut. And now looking for that Raven effect on the outside. Wow. Raven effect on the outside. Cactus now with Raven once again going after that ankle. It's a weird way of doing it, really, isn't it? But hey ho. Raven sending Cactus back into the ring. And Raven slowly re-entering himself. Well, not re-entering himself, because that's disgusting, but re-entering the ring himself. Raven now just circling the grounded Cactus Jack. Not quite sure he's 100% sure what the plan is here, but he does go for it now. There's the pin. He's got his boots on the ropes, which wouldn't have made a difference, of course. No rules here in ECW. Raven fights his way back up to his feet. There's a boot in the gut of Cactus, and Cactus is pushing Raven down. Cactus with a neck breaker. And Cactus now slowly crawling towards Raven. He drapes an arm over the top. Will it be enough? 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Cactus now sending Raven into the corner. Oh, big elbow in the knee. And clothesline over the top by Cactus as well. And Cactus, look, I don't know why they keep going for their special moves, but they keep going for their special moves outside the ring as Cactus once again pile drivers Raven on the concrete floor, but he can't get the pin out of there. He's got to get him back in the ring. That's the only way it's going to work. Nice jawbreaker, and now Raven's back up at his feet again. Taking Rhino down. Nice headbutt there by Cactus Jack on the outside, and Raven has been busted open, rocking that crimson mask. Cactus now with Raven up on the shoulders, and oh my god, launches him head first into the post. And it feels like Cactus is now getting more and more control on this match. Cactus continues to dominate on the outside. But Cactus starting to lose energy now. I mean, he's not the smallest man in the world, is he, Cactus? I mean, fitness might be his issue. As Raven now running Bulldog flattens Cactus face first into the concrete. Raven now with that Raven effect on the outside. Again, a bit of a weird maneuver to hit. You can't really take full advantage when you hit those sort of things on the outside, can you, really? Raven now with the jabs in the face of Cactus Jack. I can't believe this match is going for quite... It's because it's on the outside, isn't it now? I moaned earlier on about the match not being aggressive enough and being too much like a proper wrestling match, and now the pair of them just don't want to go back in the ring now, do they? Raven fighting back. Cactus now with the strikes in the face, and then a reverse DDT on Raven on the outside. Oh, right into the ring post once again by Cactus on Raven. Cactus slides back. This has got to be the opportunity now. Surely Raven can't get back up after that. Surely. Nope, he's going to. Big boot in the face of Cactus Jack. And Cactus now dropping the boots in the face of Raven in the corner. Only a 2 count. Cactus needs to sort of think of a plan here. Just go straight back in front of a pin. I mean, it might be enough. No, it's not. Tis not. Raven with the back elbow. Closing again to the outside. Raven, just stay in the bloody ring. You're not going to win the match out there. You boob. And there's a Raven effect on the outside again. Raven now with the jabs in the face of Cactus with a big clothesline. Cactus brings Raven back up, sends him back into the ring. Both these guys heavily busted open now. Surely the end of this match has got to come soon. It's not quite yet, though. It's not quite yet. Raven sending Cactus into the corner. Nice back elbow and then running bulldog on Cactus. Both these guys so desperate for an opportunity to become our first ECW champion. Cactus, big striking blow over the back of Raven. Into the corner. Big boot in the gut as well. And a running knee strike into the face. Cactus again. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the pin there, but no, just raining down with the strikes on Raven. Been a couple of really long matches here tonight. I think the problem is with the Extreme Rules, of course, they don't get count out, so they can just wander around the outside and do a lot of damage to each other. And they need that big finish inside the ring to get the win, which is what Cactus is attempting here with the pile driver on Raven once again. There's the pin. Will this be enough for the 1, the 2, and the 3? It is indeed. Cactus Jack picks up the victory, making him 3-0 here in this universe mode. Raven suffers his first minus as he goes to 2-1. So Cactus Jack will be joining our main event of Saturday's pay-per-view to crown our first ECW champion alongside Jerry Lynn and Taz. So we will have the 4th and final member added into that match tomorrow night, and that'll be the winner of Rhino versus Bam Bam Bigelow. Anyway, that's all for tonight's ECW Lives. I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, slap a like, subscribe, with other good stuff, and I will see you again very soon for our next episode. Bye-bye.